live. Welcome to this very impromptu live stream. I happen to have a few hours to kill before I need to work in the middle of the night. So what better way to spend that time? Everyone else is asleep, so... Gonna beat to the world that we're alive, and then we can get started. Alright, so this is being played on Google Stadia, on a Chromecast Ultra that I had spare. That's plugged into my capture card, that plugs into my PC where I have OBS. So this is very much happening through Wi-Fi, and I noticed that Wi-Fi is iffy sometimes. Bear with me. Oh, people are riding like crazy in here. So this is an existing save. We are level 10 and we haven't gotten that far. Let's just pick some quest that looks fun, and then let's do it. This one is nearby. Serapis unites. A priest of Serapis asks for assistance in freeing this drummer, a man who was unjustly jailed by the Pilakitai, I think. Let's do that one. It's nearby, so we can get going with that. Yeah, and if you are interested in me doing a giveaway, just let me know in chat and I can set that up. I guess I do have some Steam keys lying around, but I don't really need personally. So let's give it to someone else who might play them. Yeah, and of course I'm using my trusty Research controller. I have two. Just so gorgeous. And we have some leftover cocktail, raspberries. My board game night, because for this I had some friends over and we were playing some King's Dilemma, a great board game, a legacy game that takes a long time. We've been playing several evenings. We are getting close to an end. I think one or two more evenings, and then we're probably done. I'm assuming there will be some guards in here, so better take it easy. Like I say, I love the fact that I can just, with a Chromecast, controller, Wi-Fi, and obviously a PC doing the OBS part, doing the video games, YouTube. I could just, if I wanted to skip the whole camera and I could do the built-in streaming, but where's the fun in that? I have a camera lying around. Okay, so we're close.
Guards here are vigilant.
Down here. The one guard over there. Let's just jump down. We don't need to stand where we're not allowed to be. Because a lot of pixelation going on here. What's happening? My Wi-Fi. I have fiber and fiber. I mean, sure, it's on Wi-Fi, but still. Oh. Back here. What is going on? Oh, okay. Maybe I can prioritize device. Yeah, there we go. She's gonna go. Prioritize for 4 hours. Go. Hopefully that should make things a little bit better. Right. So we don't have any guards here, but we do have some guards down here that we might take care of. What I'm thinking is, Let's go get up here. I don't think they will go up here. Look for me. No. Yeah, somehow I made it worse. What the hell? I know my internet can handle this. Yes, I know it might stop like that. Just didn't want to plug in my second PC. Then I would have to move things around, and I don't want to do that. Right. Yeah, welcome to the stream. It's very impromptu. I decided on this like 5 minutes ago. Hence the slightly laggier experience. The Chromecast side, but you know, we don't always have time to optimize things. Come on, a little bit closer. We can, yeah, jump down. Sorry about that. Oops. Right. Get away from that attack. Attacks and finish him off. Easy. I'll do something about this relation. It's not cool. What else can I do? I mean, speeds are great. Yeah, I have no idea what it's doing with this. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi range. No, it is fine on the other PC. Oh well. We can manage. It's just a short stream. I have this work thing where, like, it's this background job that takes 16 hours to run, and usually it's finished. Like, the plan was for it to be finished in the middle of the day, and then I can just set up my things that I need to do. What's going on? And then that would be golden. Like, I would be golden. Like, set things up, let it run over the weekend, and then on Monday everything's done. That didn't happen because we had a deadlock in the database, and yeah, things are 8 hours delayed. Just what you want. Okay. Friday. So this job has to run today. So I kind of had to wait till it's done. Yeah, are those? Oh, they're just red. Flammable. Right. You can come over here. You can't. You're right. Maybe you can. Yeah, but we can just do this. Come on, bite. Yeah, there we go. You fall down. Of course you did. We're very weird. I normally don't have this experience. I'm gonna do a quick thing here. I am going to middle of the live stream tech support. Let's do this. Right. So step 1. Plug that in. Step 2. Let's just switch things. So now you can see the inner workings of things here. So I unplug the HDMI cable here. The Chromecast. That will lead to getting a black screen. Oh. Rainbow color screen. Into my camera now. Always something, isn't it? Right. So with that, we can just do this. So now for the beauty of Stadia. So we just do this. I think I have to do that work. Obviously with this, then do this. It's running at 1080p, so it shouldn't be this bad. It was some, I don't know. Maybe this Chromecast is just. Oh damn! It's one of those ones that overheat. Wrong speakers. I do It was getting to the point where the pixelation was so bad it was like, impossible to use. With that, then go. Good work, I think. Let's see here. Then we go down to the controller settings. Play this with. Yeah, I mean, I have 250. Oh, nice code. I have 250 megabit fiber connection. Sure, it's going over Wi-Fi, but it's going over Wi-Fi to this computer as well, and this will be much better. Yeah, I mean, this is just so much more smooth. So weird. Oh well. This is how I normally do it. I just didn't want to bother with all of my screen switchings, but yeah. I should probably get that Chromecast checked out with Google. But I mean, I can feel like it's so warm. My camera now, come on. Why do you do this to me, computer? Right, Stadia's fixed. We got one thing down. Now let's do the yeah, and there we have the camera back. Good. But welcome, Seven, and thank you for the help with the tech support. Sorely needed. I agree, it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, welcome. And hey, if you like, are you by any chance interested in
you
Steam game?
Yeah, big guy. You have got the look of a man who can have
Stick around
things.
until Forbidden. I'll grab you a key in a
and my
bit if you want
injured
one.
foot.
I come on the priest's request,
Because
drummer.
I have a
Then
bit
get
of
me
a
out
like,
of here, Medjay.
bag of Steam keys from Humble Bundle that I haven't used, so you can have one of those if you want to. So
I
let's carry
cannot
this
help
guy.
but think. You seem cheerful for a man unable to walk.
You jest, Shirley. This is the best day of my life. My foot will cost that Tana.
Surely your health is worth more than that.
If I can prove nothing,
There,
would
no,
be
okay.
correct. That
I
is
need to
where
find this
you
walker,
come
though.
in, friend.
I mean, your emotional support helped. Let's stump you here. How do I dump? That worked. I see we have a problem here. This guy is a problem. But not anymore. Yeah, I think I've played. This one looks a bit better. Like it looks pretty much the same. It's very similar. I would. Oh, where are you?
Hey! Got you!
I mean, this one looks very similar to Odyssey. Odyssey looks slightly better, and Odyssey plays slightly better. And also the main character in this is less likable than Cassandra. I haven't played with Alexis, but Cassandra was. I mean, I loved her. She was so good at the main character. Like almost rivaled Ezio for me. Not quite, but almost. Yeah, like I really like this one. It's really good, but it's not Odyssey good. Valhalla for me was better game in most senses. It had a couple of issues.
Death for you!
You then.
Now I have the measure of
I mean, it's very similar. This one doesn't have the choices. Obviously, in Odyssey you have the choices, which I won't like. But I like the world a bit better because I mean,
What is it you
large
think I can do?
parts of
Find the fools who
of,
stole it, of
Origins.
course. Return that
It's
skin and
I mean,
clear
it's
my
just
name.
sand dunes. It's
Who
a
stole
desert.
the lion skin?
I
Parts
turned
of the
away
map.
from the lion skin
You
for a
don't. I
moment,
think I felt
and a bandit nabbed
in
it
Greece
and ran
felt
away.
more alive.
Lost
I
him in
liked
the crowd.
in the environments. I
It
preferred
happened
that
in the
one.
Egyptian district.
Valhalla
Gods,
is
of course.
interesting because
Learn
it's
me.
it's
Tough life being
slower.
an
Like
Egyptian
it
in
has so much filler
Alexandria.
content in the middle. It's
I will
good
find them
filler
then.
content, but it's filler content. And the
Go
skill
on,
skill
Get
tree
that skin.
changes
I
I
will be fine.
didn't care for.
Just need to
But
rest
apart
my
from that,
legs. Then I will go and meet
I
the
mean, apart from that, I preferred Valhalla. I think so, but those things kind of bring it down a little bit for me. So, for me, I would say Odyssey is best. Or the three new ones, and then you have Valhalla and then Origins. But still, Origins is still a great game. I mean, it's undeniably great. And if you love ancient Egypt, you can have a lot of fun with learning about it in the discovery mode. Fortunately, it's not a standalone discovery mode. This one is a bit more like just guided tours. I kind of like what they did with Discovery Tour over the years, like how they expanded upon it. Obviously, Discovery Tour in Odyssey, you have like in Origins it's like guided tours. In Odyssey it's pretty much the same, but they also add in some like quizzes to test your knowledge. And then Valhalla is obviously like the whole. It's almost like they have actually like quests. There's a narrative to it. Like you get to live it in a whole different way. Learn through play. Not just play and learn while you like run around and learn things on the go. So yeah, like I really like what they're doing with these games. Yeah, Odyssey is my preferred one. Then Valhalla and this one. But that being said, this is still a good game. But I haven't. I mean, this is the furthest I've got, and I'm like level 10. So a long way to go. I think Valhalla is the longest one as well.
Kinda lied about that skin. Almost worthless. Die, die!
You will regret that. You win.
I also love the power fantasy of being, in having those, like when you got the natural things. What happened to my weapon? Why is it shining blue? Weird. Right, confirm kill.
This is the skin?
I mean, if you want to, we can jump over to Valhalla for a bit and
Poor
you know
beast.
show you a
Blue
bit
is
of that
no
as well.
color for a lion.
I mean, I have 1 more hour before the background job at work is anywhere near done. And at that point, I just need 15 minutes work before I finally go to bed. It's almost 2 a.m. here. So, sometimes work gives you... What are you doing? Eat it. You. Back. Leave. Sorry, civilian. Oops. Oh, you didn't kill the rest. No. I'm seeing if we can just climb out. Learn to the priest. I know I'm supposed to be taking this in, but now you're... Yeah, sure. Then we'll keep going. I have Ubisoft Plus, so I have all of them. I managed to get on Ubisoft Plus like I think a week before they announced the price hike. I was like, oh, I guess I'll keep it.
This man is a thief!
Thank you for notifying
He's
me.
Theon. He claims to not have
There we go.
stolen a thing.
That should be better. I should
Do
probably
you
up.
wish
Why
Sarah
am I...
is displeased with you?
There we go.
No.
I should be.
I am going to sue you for my broken leg, you naked
I think I have some sort of
That is not helping.
leveling
I knew
on
you Egyptians
something
were all
that's a bit
alike.
too aggressive.
This is what I get for hiring you. Thieves all.
I have my best man on this.
Pressure,
We will
yes,
fix it.
probably. threshold up a little bit more. Let's see here. That should be better. We should probably bring the mic a bit forward.
He claims to not have
Now
stolen
we
the
should have
veil.
better levels.
Do you wish Sarah
Yeah, I can I can imagine the fights get a bit loud.
No.
But I also
I
had
am
my settings
going to
incorrect.
sue you
The
for
mic
my
a bit too
broken
far out.
leg, you naked-eared.
Like when I use this
That
mic for
is not
meetings
helping.
to work as well.
I knew you Egyptians were all
And then
alike.
it's very
This
much
is
a
what I
thing in
get
case
for
of like
hiring you.
I like to keep it a bit far out, so
I have
it's
my
only
best
in the way of
man
my
on
screens
this.
when I work. It's like
We will
this.
fix it.
And then just right above my keyboard because then I can like sit and type things and
This
tweet
man
while
is a
I
thief.
while
He's
in meetings.
I am the wronged party here. My skin was stolen.
And if you want it back, you will pay him for his suffering. And make amends by kneeling to Serapis.
I gotta say,
This is
my
your
wife
answer,
made this
please?
cocktail.
Extortion?
I think she took some
I
raspberries
fear
and then
Serapis
some
and I have a long road ahead of us.
we had
Blessings on
some
your
vanilla
journey.
extract and then ice, and then we had some rum and a bit of kind of a sweet whiskey, so it has like sweetness and some sugar in it. You get some and the sugar, it was like a sugar water with some I think lavender. You have like freshness from the
To serve Serapis
raspberries. You
further,
have
if you have need.
There is one thing. There has been food taken by the
like a
craftsman manually in the
fruitiness
name of
from
Serapis. They take a
floral
tithe,
tones as well,
then
and then
take
some
double for
like sweet
themselves.
and also some smokiness.
They
It's
bring it to
really
their
good drink.
arsenal and share it with their
So if you have some
philanthropy. The people
those
now
things at
starve.
home,
I
recommend
worry it
making
will
it.
get worse.
Just put it in a blender and
Don't
go for a
worry,
while.
priest. I will see the people fed.
It's a bit
I will
warm
await
now, but
among the
I think we
people
made
at
like
the
3 hours
doors.
ago. Right, a tithe by any other name. So we got a new quest. As you can see, it's very much similar to Odyssey. Obviously, right now, let's take a look at the map. Because right now we're here in Alexandria. For this quest, we obviously have to go over here. Find something out there by the stables. So we have Alexandria here. We have a road over here to the Temple of Yamu, where we had where I played some quests earlier. And then you have, and like essentially you begin in Siwa here. I have a couple of quests over here, and then you like main story fast travel, like teleports you over here. That's a bit of a time jump, and then you go up here. As you can see, it's just like Odyssey. It's a big world. I'm kind of looking forward to like exploring the Nile, especially. Like Diwa and Alexandria hasn't been that fun to explore so far. Like it's a bit samey in the environments. But I feel like if when you start following the Nile downwards, or maybe like obviously Giza has the pyramids as well. Like I think around the Nile here would probably be quite different. So it's gonna be fun to as I go along to get better at that. Let's take a quick look at abilities here. You can see we have an ability tree that's sort of similar to Odyssey's in a sense, and it's a bit more like obviously you start with Cold Mount. You start with that, and then you have like, and then unlock to make the jump time forward. Fire bombs, leap darts, flesh decay. You can get some poison you can use. Animal taming. You also have like, you have like basic ability. You don't really have this like super like amazing skills that you have like in Odyssey, where you have like the Spartan kick. You don't really have those here. You have some this is basically modifiers and like unlocking some features. Like I think here you have second melee weapon. I think this one is can parry. Have some passive regeneration. Yeah. So like Origins was a really good base, and then they expanded upon that base in Odyssey, and then for Valhalla they decided to like bring back. They did a lot of changes, some for the better, some for the worse. I think they made a mistake when they designed the skill system for Valhalla, but they like the stealth system is so much better in Valhalla than it is in any of these others. It's a bit of a hit and miss, especially Valhalla's expansion, Siege of Paris. They have this amazing Like they really bring back the feeling of old Assassin's Creed in a lot of the assassinations. It feels, and you like have several ways to approach it as well. There we go. Found you. Yeah, I feel Valhalla did some things right and some things wrong. I'm gonna find and steal the cart. I'm assuming that means find the cart and then kill everyone. We'll wait for those carts to pass by.
Get out of my way! I will do my duty. Nothing gets through. We must not fail! Cover my back!
Oops, I think I messed this up. Where'd it go? Here we go. There it is. Need a horse to catch up to them, I think.
You there!
Maybe I don't.
Rip you to shreds. Stealing from Serapis. You guards are supposed to uphold the law. Pathetic. This food will be put to much better use.
I think this just basically increases my damage and speed, decreases my decreases damage taken. But if you, like, you can still get killed, you can still take damage. It doesn't make it invincible. Kind of nice. Come on. Or you want to do this? Do it that way, or we can do it this way. You know what? I'll win that. We got fire damage. Hey, you're playing it. Nice. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And again, if any one of you is interested in the Steam key, you play games on PC as well, just let me know, and I can get you one. I have some spares. Stick around until the end of the stream, and if you want to, I'll give one to you. How are you finding it, Jeremiah? Because you said you haven't played it before, but you're playing it right now. Are you playing it on the free weekend? Like, I've actually, I don't, like, I bought this on a sale, I think, a bit after release, Stadia, and then I bought it, and then obviously I have Ubisoft Plus as well, so I technically have 2 licenses for it. Like, I did this mistake where oh, you're on Xbox, yeah, I mean, on Stadia, it's, the free weekend is on every platform, but I'm currently playing this with the Stadia. I don't have any Stadia keys. Like, I haven't found any way to get them. I mean, I have gotten some in the past from a developer for a live stream, a charity live stream. They were amazing, and they gave it to me. But like, I haven't found a way to grab hold of Stadia keys. But I do have like a bunch of Steam keys from humble bundles over the years, mostly. So I'm trying to like get rid of some of them, because I mean I won't be playing all of those games. And
may you walk lightly in his steps, priest.
And you, Magi.
thank you, priest. Real 800 experience. All right, it's free on Game Pass. You're right. I actually have a Game Pass right now. I have like, I think Pringles here in Sweden had this kind of thing where you like get 1 month free. It said only for new accounts, but it did work for my account. I was on trial before as well. I mean, I get it. I played like the first up until, let's see here, the 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, and most of 4. Actually, I never managed to finish it. Yeah, you know, I wish I had a bunch of Stadia keys to give away, because that would be so fun. I don't. like now at least. Maybe the bigger the channel get, maybe the more I can get them. But currently, it's if I get some, I will obviously give them away. But I think my biggest chance of getting some would probably be doing some sort of charity stream again, which I will. But I think like they are so much work that goes into doing a charity, like full-on charity stream. So I will probably, yeah, we can do that one. So I'll probably do one of those maybe in February. The last time I did 12 hours of strategy games, and it was a lot of fun. We raised $1,000 for mental health, but it was exhausting. And obviously, I think I spent more time doing prep work and promotions and like planning than I did actually on the stream. I have played it for an hour. And I've played I think maybe a third of Unity, and I like them, both of them. What I played, I just haven't had time because I mean, too many games, too little time. Oops. I have to remember if there's a button. Gotten it. But yeah, like I love this and Creed franchise in general, and I'm actually really excited about seeing what's happening next with Infinity, because I feel like it could be great. It also suck. Like I don't think an Assassin's Creed live games as a service thing will be mediocre. I think it will either work great or it will suck. Mainly because either they will go too much overboard with live games as a service and DLCs all over the place and ruin it, or maybe they will manage to. Yeah, looks like. Oh.
Who's this? Another one of Goro's sycophants come to sneer? Leave me alone, my woes.
Again? This. I mean, stop running away from me, carts.
I am a friend of Vanos, a protector.
Hit that one again. He deserves it.
I'm hoping it will be good. I think it'll be good.
Clear the way! Hit that one next. That one smells vile. Look out. Be wary. His hair.
Why did you have to turn? It's just a hit you. One more hit and it should stop. Let's just try to get next to it. Nope. This is not not the guard. Damn it. I wanted to grab you. There we go. I think Reed was really good, but I don't know. I wasn't grabbed by the American setting.
Your wife tells me to get you out of Alexandria.
Mainly because I don't know. Maybe it's just me being European and not that that invested in American history and things. But I much preferred the one set in Europe. I mean, I kind of wish Valhalla had some sort of scenes here in Sweden. It would be fun. Like I always wanted to like see places where I've been and lived at, visited a lot, recreated in the video game. like a video game set in Stockholm would be amazing.
She is the light of my life.
So yeah, maybe we can get a Assassin's Creed set in the 30 Year
Which
Wars
is a fair criticism.
era,
Still, Eudoros has
and
a
you
lot
can
of
play,
answers.
you know,
Shad.
so at that point the Swedish Empire was huge, and like the Swedish king was
I cannot believe
the Swedish army was like one of the strongest in the world. So it would be really fun to see how they would do it,
They certainly
work with that.
take risks.
Give them my regards, will you? It is ever harder to produce good works here.
But that's sort of the thing I'm hoping with Infinite, that they will like do maybe smaller scopes for things, and like doing like
Over here! The boat is ready!
like traveling,
We set
like
sail as soon as
testing
you're
out more stuff.
aboard.
My wife! Thank the beneficent gods! We made it!
Like if I kind of wish they would do
Philakitai will surely come after you.
Black Flag is great,
I shall fail. My wife has
especially
kept us
the
positive.
ship combat.
It
Gets
was
a bit
always
stale
our
towards the
plan to
middle there.
go
I feel like, I mean, a
Perhaps
bit too much of
we'll
the same.
have a better life there.
But I agree, it's
May the
really good.
gods look over
Like
you,
I hope
Charlie.
for Infinity that
My
they
beliefs
decide to
on
like
duty and
test
honor
the waters a
are
little bit.
unbeatable.
Like for
I
let's
can
say when
see
they
that
do
you have done yours. If all of Egypt was filled with
season 1
men of
or
your
like every
faith,
6 months they release
would be
some new
the
content, and then in between they have like smaller content updates, but like small campaign or like 20 to 40 hours every 6 months or every year. Probably 6 months, probably reasonable. And then in the first one they go like, all right, let's visit, let's explore this storyline in this setting, and they go on to the future. I've actually played, like, if you count the 1 hour of Syndicate, I have played all of the Assassin's Creed games. Not the Ember ones. I haven't had time with that. No, yeah, I know. It's. I think it feels like it's not quite as explored. Hey, brothers, Datasaurus, welcome to the stream. All is well. I had this unfortunate thing where I had we had a database script running at work that was supposed to be done around lunch. It got deadlocked and didn't complete until, I mean, it's supposed to be complete in about 30 minutes to an hour, and at which point I can finish up the thing I need to get done this weekend, before the weekend, before I can finally go to bed, because it's 2 a.m. here. But in the meantime, I mean, if you have an hour to kill in the middle of the night and need something to keep you awake, there's nothing better to do than stream video games, in my opinion. But yeah, welcome to the stream, and as I've said to the other lads here, I have some Steam keys that I need trying to clear out from my inventory on Humble Bundle, so let me know if you want one. Let's see what we can dig up from the old archives. Right, let's see here. Let's take this roof. I always prefer running on the rooftops. I think it's something left over from the first few games series. Like if I can take a rooftop road to somewhere, I will do it. Not quite sure how we'll get up there then. Yeah, I mean, it's such a, so when I like this. So this thing we do every month, and usually it's fine, and usually we don't do this like extra thing. This month we had to, because we're doing it slightly different this month, and it also means it's very much important that we get it done. We need to test things out. Because basically we are like every month we are calculating like the place I work, we basically do like buy now pay later things from merchants in the Nordics. So essentially the goal, like every month we do run some jobs that calculate all the interest and like creates the monthly invoices for people, and due to various reasons it takes a lot of time. One of the steps in that job is to create the actual invoices, and that's what I'm waiting on right now. I email them out. What happened to this horse? Oh, maybe I killed it. Oops. The horse is dead. Yeah, and like apparently since I've written the script, I kind of need to be the one to turn it on. Aya's home. Nice. Now let's need to complete places. Try to find some fun quests to do. I don't think we're ready for the main quest yet. Let's check. What's next on the main quest? Oh, yeah, we can definitely do the main quest. Find and assassinate Beniados. There we go. Yeah, so as soon as that job has finished running, it's finally do my last thing, and they can just leave it over the weekend to do its thing. But since I've written it, I'm the only one who knows how to do it really, so I'm gonna teach the others for next month, but this time it has to be me. I really don't mind, to be honest. Like, I've been playing board games. Have anyone of you ever heard of The King's Dilemma before? It's a board game, legacy game actually. And if you haven't, have you played a legacy game before? Just curious how common the legacy games are there. So this is my first real legacy game, and wow, I'm loving it. Right, so Senu is locating our target to... There he is. Take him out. Stop searching for my girlfriend. Arr. So. Hopefully next week I can get back to my routine with streaming every Wednesday, but I mean, I think I've failed. So legacy games is essentially that was so easy. So essentially, legacy game is a board game where you let's just do this. Look,
Why have you dragged me into the land of the dead?
You sought to
I'll
kill
get back
my
to that.
wife.
Your whore of a wife is a murderess, willfully and wantonly. I did my duty as a Philaketite, and for this you have taken my life. Is your vengeance above all law, Medjay? Be warned. The Philakes will hunt you down and exact revenge.
May the Hidden One walk beside you. The Lord of the Duat awaits.
Right, so a legacy game is essentially a board game you play several times, and every time you play it, something changes. It could be like in the form of, for example, a Risk Legacy. You essentially mercenary system. So in the form of, for example, Risk Legacy, it's a case of where every time someone wins, you basically, so, someone wins, and then basically that person gets to decide a rule. It can be like, this region is now worth extra points, or you can now travel between these two regions. And then you play it again with these new rules, and then every time you play it, some new rules add on. And if you, like, for example, in Pandemic Legacy, which is like obviously a co-op game, if you fail, one thing happens. If you succeed, another thing happens, and that means you can basically. No, I'm fine. And that means like the game will evolve depending on your actions. And then after a certain amount of games, the game is pretty much over. You can't really play it again. But it makes every time you play a legacy game, it becomes kind of unique, a unique experience for that group, depending on what happens. And obviously the King's Dilemma that we are playing, it's basically a game where we are like, the players are people on the King's Council, and we basically get every turn, so you get an event where someone reads the text, and you can either vote aye or nay on that, and then you get some indication of like, if you vote aye, this will be good for the kingdom's money, but bad for the kingdom's morale, for example. And then you after the voting, and you spend your resources to vote, you deal with others and say, I'll give you money if you don't vote, and then you like calculate which side won, and then you basically read what happened, and then you see the results, and the results can either be like, all right, you now open envelope number 51, and in there you have a whole new quest line with events that will pop into this event deck. And and then every now and then it's like, oh, now the king has either died out of old age, or you're forced to abdicate because you basically ran the country into the ground, which happens quite a lot. Sorry, I gotta turn off messenger here. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable. Like, if you can run the kingdom into the ground but get a lot of points for it, then it might be worth it. And then the story evolves and the kingdom evolves, and eventually you will then get to a point where you can experience some sort of ending to the whole story. And at that point, when you came to that conclusion of the storyline, it's basically it. The game's done. You can play it again. It's an interesting way to design a board game, but it's really fun. Like, if you have a board game group, I can very much recommend getting a legacy game and trying that. I gotta say, like, this King's Dilemma that we're playing, it's incredible. It gets a bit weird when when like the plot line, have a plot line and then nothing happens to that plot line for like 2 generations of kings, because just the other events showed up instead. It's a bit random. But again, that's sort of part of the charm, in a way. Alright, so we completed one main quest. Let's do End of the Snake. We get 1,000 experience and outfit. So, in order to assassinate the snake, by his identity, find the Royal Scribe's office. Means we are going in which direction? That direction, 600 meters. We probably want a horse. But yeah, I can very much recommend getting a legacy game. You can obviously, the Risk Legacy was the first one, but there are several legacy games at this point. It's become a whole genre of its own, and a lot of them are incredible. Oh, this is a garrison. Well, whoops. Let's just ride through it. What's the worst? What could possibly happen? There you go. No one can chase me down, right? We're fine. Nothing through. Right, so we... Oh, this symbol is... I don't really know. Take a look. I get like a tailor symbol? Right. Yeah, so I can buy and sell stuff here. Let's sell all the unnecessary items. Whee! Yeah, some crafting things. Yeah, never mind. Don't really need to bother with that right now.
Move now! Clear the way. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, the only downside with legacy games is they are more expensive than other games, and you can only play them once. Or, I mean, it's still like in the form of, for example, Risk Legacy. I think you play 20 times, and then after 20 games, the game's over. And then you basically, I mean, store it somewhere for as a keepsake, or just throw it away. Sneak up on this guy. You have bad peripheral vision, my friend. Wait for it with your life. Sennu, where are we going? In this direction. There we go. So the other side of the Royal Palace. Keep sneaking. I mean, if you were gonna attack Alexandria by ship, this is... I don't know. I don't know what difficulty I'm playing on. I have forgotten. I selected something when I started, but I don't remember which one. Difficult normal. Apparently. I usually start out on normal, and then, you know, if I get to a point where I find the game to be, I mean, getting the difficulty to get in the way of my enjoyment, I usually lower it down to easy. I'm perfectly fine with playing on like just the story difficulties in games. I don't have the time to grind and learn mechanics completely, and like I don't have time for stuff like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or things like that, or Sekiro. Oops, quick lag spike, but that's fine. You saw me. Come on, guys. Why? take you down. Take down the archer before it runs away. Go. Where did the guard go? I wasn't here. Never saw me. Coming here. Coming over. No? Damn it, they're not coming over. Yeah, but like, I don't have time to learn the mechanics fully. I don't have time to grind. As I say in one of my videos, like, I think I phrased it as I've outgrown the grind. And when I was a kid, I was fine with the grind. But as an adult, I'm more like, I don't want to bother with it. I don't have the time for it and the patience for it anymore. I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that I've been playing games for almost 30 years now. Yeah, it's 27 years at this point. Started when I was 3 years old. And I mean, not only do I have so many more games that I want to play these days. As a kid, this was more like, you had your games and you played those games. And obviously, like, you had 3 games you could play in a given year, or maybe 5 on a good year. You played those games to death. I mean, I can get that it's game of the year for a lot of people. It wouldn't be for me. I don't have time with that style of games, and I get that people love them. It's not for me. And I mean, one of the best things I did was basically realizing that I don't have time or energy for certain games, and that's fine. I don't need to. Like, you don't need to play every game that comes out. You don't need to get excited about every game that comes out. How do we get in? Maybe just around. I mean, I think the age is just a part of it. I wish I was, or maybe I will have more time when I get to turn 33 in 3 years. But it's like, I've played, or it's like now I have kids. I have a full-time job. My wife's studying, so I don't have. So and obviously that Anne has dyslexia, so that takes a bit extra time for her. So like whenever. Obviously, her studies take priority, so that means I have to do a lot of the chores. So I mean that leaves very little time for gaming. It's part of why I love Stadia so much. It's just so fast and easy to get into a game, and you can play 30 minutes.
A ladder.
Need to go up somewhere then. But it's like so if I have, my gaming time becomes so sporadic as well. Like I have time to play every now and then. Some weeks I play.
It's important. Locked.
Okay, so I need an item. E.
These are the rooms.
Sorry. And it's like I think if I have a certain set of hours. On an average week, I maybe have 2 or 3 hours to play games. If you only have 2 or 3 hours, you don't really like playing a game like Elden Ring, where you kind of have to get good. It's gonna take you years, and I don't really have time for that. I don't have the energy for that anymore, and it's perfect fine. I never actually played Grime. Partly for the same reason, partly for the design, like the spooky art style. It was like I felt. I mean, I thought it looked great. It just didn't really click with me. I get why people love it. It looks like it plays great. It looks great.
Official papers.
The art style isn't. I didn't really click with me.
False bottom.
What are you finding by it?
A letter.
Esteemed Ibis, the Pharaoh remains compliant and is our puppet in all things.
I think my game of the year last year was probably.
The murder of the Heron was but the first. Two from
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Alexandria have also been killed.
I don't really know.
Situation is under control.
I didn't really play enough of a game. I think I didn't play enough of different games last year. Last year was mostly Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then Assassin's Creed Valhalla for me.
To the seal of the snake. The snake is your daughter's.
So yeah.
The royal scribe.
So I found my next target.
I have said that the royal scribe is often at the bathhouse. I will kill that naked ear that you daughter's there.
Okay, so let's find a way out of here. Do I have to... The window here that was open. No, I have to take the same way out that I got in. I am too. Oops.
You will pay, corpse.
I think Assassin's Creed has been. It was one. I think Assassin's Creed 1 was one of the first. I don't remember when that came out because I did play that a lot. I think I 100%ed it. One of the few games I've actually 100%ed in my own years. I 100% of that, and a lot of fun. We just, standing on down by the docks in Accra and just kicking people, the guards into the water. That was a lot of fun. But I did sort of get a bit out of touch with the game around. It started sort of around Black Flag. I liked Black Flag, but it was it got a bit too long and repetitive towards the end. Then obviously Unity came out, and I didn't really have a PC that could handle it, and then I didn't have a console at that time. And then Syndicate came, and it was like at that point I missed Unity, the train on Unity a bit, and didn't really. Had you just gone to PlayStation, it was like, yeah, should I get this game, or should I just accept that I'm out of touch with the series? And then with Origins, it was like, yeah, it seemed so different, so I wasn't really excited about it that way. And then I played Odyssey on Stadia, because I decided when Stadia launched, I decided, I realized day one that okay, this actually works, and not only works, it works great on day one. And I was like, okay, Assassin's Creed is on sale. I have always loved the series. Why, let's give it a try. And I've looked back since, really. Ouch. Good. Just sneak through here. I think my favorite build in Odyssey was to have the ghost arrows unlocked, and then have I had this this poison daggers and this flaming sword, and then I had ghost arrows. I think I had flaming arrows as well. And then we just sit in a bush like this. The ghost arrows could go through walls, so just sit here and just snipe everyone. That way. Someone's coming behind me here, then I would be kind of screwed. Take that route. Oops. Two guards came around the corner. Didn't mean for that to happen. Dodge, dodge. Ah. Get that guy out. Ow. Oh. Ah, you. Oh, shit. There we go. Take that guy out. No, you don't. No, you don't, Sonny. Don't sound the alarm. Another one? Come on, how many guards are there in this? I mean, sure, it's a royal palace, I get it. Still. Right, I think I've unlocked some sort of like poison thing where people I kill turn into poisonous corpses for it. So we get out of here, right?
Damn you! You cannot escape!
I can hit him easy.
Don't climb the tree by it, come on.
I will send you to the next life!
Run away! Yeah, thank you for joining. No worries. And I mean, it's a 15-minute thing once it's ready. So. Look, I think it should be ready right about now, so I should probably wrap this up soon. But let's finish this quest. Yeah, thank you for joining me, and see you around. I will try to get back to my schedule of doing it Wednesdays, but you know how it is. Those plans don't really work out. Bad streak of bad streak with that. Yeah, should be better now. There's a few weeks until summer. Really, turn things messy. Enter the bathhouse. Okay, so towel. Do I have? So I have a towel, and I do still have my hidden blade on. It's not very hidden anymore. Like, can I just?
Aristo is taking Eudoros to court for plagiarism.
Can I just walk through here?
I was
It has some
visiting the
guards over
docks and heard it from Aristo's wife herself.
His wife? She works herself into histrionics over nothing.
Eudoros stole whole paragraphs from Aristo's book about the
building alone is worth it.
Have you seen his wife?
Look up at that expansive ceiling. Simply divine.
Is everything to your liking, my lord?
The water is a bit tepid. Such incompetence.
Hey you! Stop!
Get in.
Ptolemy is a chinless simple. Simonides,
My lord,
you have
are you
consumed
properly
too
served?
much wine.
Why?
Have, and I will
See
again.
that my towels are
Had I
ready.
not, would our pharaoh be any less a goose?
Climb the wall. Oh, I can just climb up there. Easy.
I should be cautious around here.
There we go. Dimples. Didn't even see it coming. Ooh, that's a rough way to go. Oh man, you have your hidden bit and just do that. There we go. Yeah, should probably get out of here now. Or am I automatically sent out of here? Alright, cutscene first.
Be done with it!
May the gods curse you. What cause have you to kill me?
It was you who murdered my son before my eyes!
You are a fool.
At the temple! In Siwa!
That forsaken shithole? I had nothing to do with that disaster.
It is too late for your lies. Anubis awaits. It is worth the loss to slay the snake at last.
The snake. The snake will never die.
son of Apep. The Lord of the Duat awaits.
Alright. One more target down. Now let's get out the same way we came. And we'll be the wiser.
Eudoros, killed! Oh, dear gods, he's been murdered.
Look at the blood!
But he was so handsome. It's Eudoros, poor soul.
Yo, no one's looking up here, so I can just sneak out.
Something is watching us.
Can not take this way. Obviously now they're all searching for me, but I think we'll just be able to. Can they just drop down there? Yep. Hold to exit. I'll press. There we go. Oh, so that's how I lost my finger. Oh. Failed to get it out of the way for that move. Alright. I've completed that quest as well. What's left in the main quest for now, before the next step, is Aya. First thing, so in order to continue this, we will have to go up there. Got a raspberry seed in. So just really quick, gonna check if the job is done. Give me 1 second. Yes, I have 3 PCs out here. Work laptop, personal laptop that plays Stadia, and then the main laptop for streaming. Everything is once. Right, let's see here. Go into that system and check. It's done. We'll need the VPN first. In my calculations, it should be done right about now, so it might be a few more minutes. I can keep doing it for just a little bit more. Go and then do the sign in. Gotta say, an underrated feature, being able to switch between mouse and keyboard and controller, however you see fit. Right. It's a bit impromptu, but who cares? Oh really? It finished several hours ago. Okay, I'm just gonna run up to where Aya is, and then before I speak to her, I think time for me to end the stream, finish my work thing, and then go off to bed. Super late. Damn it, cutscene. Alright. We'll watch the cutscene first.
My dearest.
The snake, Gennadios, are dead. It was Eudorus. He died flailing in the baths.
I wish I had been there.
They have a weird relationship.
My wife. My wife.
Okay, so they're doing it. With this building. Why not, I suppose? Take every chance you can. Oh, wait, what? Being sent out of the animals as well? Ooh. Hey, Layla.
D.
Hey, I was wondering if I should pull you out. Your adrenaline and BP are elevated, and it's affecting your heart rate and hormonal markings. Serotonin and oxytocin in particular. What happened in there?
Aya's here.
Who's Aya?
My ex-wife. I could feel her nearby.
You can feel her? Pretty sure that's the bleeding effect. Along with Bayek's memories, you're also experiencing his emotions.
No, you dork. I think she's actually in this cave. Spouses usually share the same tomb.
A second mummy? We should really report to Abstergo.
Maybe after I find Aya.
I'm gonna call it in if you don't.
Deanna, no! If you do it there, well, get no credit. They'll cut me out like always.
Okay.
Ambition.
There.
What is it?
The bleeding effect is leading me to Aya.
Oh, great. More fuel for your superhero complex.
Are you done talking? Good. Oh, right. The main menu is completely different if you're outside of the animus. Cool. Cool though. Very cool though. Oh god, I could watch this. Like, there's so much things here to watch and read. I'm it. Oh, we don't have time for that now. I have work to do, unfortunately. But thank you so much for joining me for this very spur of the moment thing. If you feel like joining me another time, please do. I try to go live at every Wednesday, but you know, schedules. Follow me on Twitter to make sure get the latest updates on what's going on or not going on. And other than that, I hope you have a great day. Please watch some videos on the channel. That always helps the channel out, and I'm very proud of them. With that said,